It is time for the Drew Yari Show. Drew Yari.
Yo.
What is good?
The hood.
All right. Good to know. Hey-o! Hey-o. But no, for real, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just life.
Yeah, seems that way.
Yeah. There's nothing pretty about it. There's nothing too crazy about it. It's just life.
Yeah, life is life. It's just you gotta just take what you get, I guess.
Right, for sure. Absolutely.
But
without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Yeah, Christmas is coming up in 2 days, which is just like I felt like I blinked and now it's already the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the truth, man. It's everything came swarming in at one time, you know.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing that this second half of the year went by quick, because like there was a part of me that was just like, wait, totally forgot WandaVision came out at the beginning of the fucking year in January.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like it came out last year, but no, it came out this year. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I definitely did, man. And you know, yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like it's been a year that I've been at Walmart. It feels like 2 years, but it is. I mean, it is what it is.
How you liking the old Walmart?
It is what it is, man. Like, people always laugh when I put it this way. It's a place to make money, man. I don't have any personal attachment to it. That's why my attitude is different. Unlike everybody else goes in there moping around, but me, like, I go in there and treat it like a job, like I'm an assassin. I'm there to assassinate and leave, like, with no feelings attached. And that's why people always, you know, ask me why I'm always in a good mood from the time that I go into the place until the time that I leave. Like, that's just the way I feel.
Yeah, you're usually a very optimistic person, as long as I've known you.
Yeah, always. And I try to get Morgan like that too. Well, not force her to be like that, but try to, like, get her to see where I come from as far as that is concerned. And even, like, lately, like, her nights have been very, 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 very good and a little bit upbeat. So that's saying a whole lot for somebody who's like the real life Raven.
Does Morgan work with you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I've talked to her a few times on Twitter. You know, she's pretty chill.
Yeah, she is. I mean, that's 1000% her, man. Just very cool, not in your face, this, that, and the other. Just very cool and laid back. I guess that's why me and her connect so well.
Yeah, that's at the end of the day, that's pretty. Go ahead.
Except one thing, I'm a little bit more relaxed when it comes to certain things where she just wants to murder everybody. That Justin Bieber looking kid was gonna get it a couple of weeks ago. Y'all thought she was playing. God.
Wait, what happened?
That kid was really gonna get it. I don't know if you remember that tweet that she sent out talking about how she was gonna strangle some kid that liked Justin Bieber. And I was like, probably like a month ago at this point now. And yeah, she was really gonna do that. I had to find her and persuade her not to do that. It'd be a very bad idea. And you know, the murder was not committed, but I think the message was sent that I don't like you. So yeah, he's been put on notice.
So you basically have to be a referee for all your friends.
You know, um, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Or no, like you have to be Black Widow. Like sounds getting pretty low, big fella.
Yeah, yeah. You know, you gotta really, really try to relax somebody's mind and all that other stuff. I just, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you are a good friend.
Yeah, I tried to. I don't want to see people get in trouble and stuff like that. Like, especially at this point in time in our lives. Like, maybe when I was a little bit younger, I probably would have let that fly. If we were both younger, because she's like 2 years younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
If we were both younger and underneath 25, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, go ahead and beat him up. But, I mean, she's 25, I'm 27. We're both closer to 30 than we are 20 at this point. So I don't think doing any type of jail time for fighting something or, fighting someone over something that could have been avoidable, I don't think that's a great idea. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, when you get to a certain age, I think when you get like in your mid-20s, that's when you kind of have to be like, okay, is it worth going to jail over somebody saying the wrong thing to me?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
That's what I was trying to tell. That's what I was trying to tell people over the weekend too. Like a lot of my friends got caught up with this Twitter drama with this guy on Twitter called the Mass Babyface.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen any of that crap, but he's like this guy from like eFeds or whatever that we do, and he sucked. Just to plainly put it, he sucked, and everybody knew he sucked, and nobody really supported him like that, except for like maybe his friends or whatever. But he sucked, and like he flipped out in a group chat like months back, and pretty much in a silly roundabout way, he got blackballed, quote unquote, for like doing eFeds because nobody wants to have him around because he's such a sourpuss. So the last couple of months, he's been harassing people underneath burner accounts and stuff like that. And then people just had enough, and they were just going back and forth with this people and stuff like that. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting here looking at my nephew, and I'm just like, I am not about to go in there and argue with a man that's older than me. Even though it's by a year, I am not about to sit here and argue with a man that is in Canada, that is a year older than me, who is supposed to be a mental health advocate. What good is that going to do me if I can't strangle him? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not being bothered. I'm not being bothered. Now, if it was little Johnny across the street, like talking his shit and bumping off at the mouth, I can go over there to his house and knock him out and have my hands be cleaned and my conscience be clear. But to be arguing with somebody that I'm never ever going to see in my whole entire lifetime, not worth it. So I had to tell a lot of other people the same thing. I'm like, dude, just relax. He's not going to ever come anywhere near your hood or anywhere near your state. You know what I'm saying? Especially not knowingly. So, like, come on, like, just chill out.
Was it the thing that John Draper always says? A lot of these people that talk a lot of shit on Twitter have clearly never been punched in the face before.
Of course, no, that's right, and it's been proven. It's proven.
So, I mean, I don't engage. If I'm looking at your Twitter followers and you have less than 100 and your profile picture is your favorite anime character, I'm not engaging with you.
Right. Exactly.
But
that's the way I feel. And same thing with like if you have a wrestler as your profile picture and everything like that, and all you do is tweet stupid shit, I'm definitely not engaging with you either. Because you're an idiot looking for clout all day long.
Like if
While
you're
real dudes go outside and touch grass and maybe bang a hottie from across the street or something like that, and you sitting here on the internet all day long, 24/7, looking for clout, looking for likes, tweeting dumb shit. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't waste my time, man. I'd be sleeping, man. People be like, well, where were you? I'm like, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping and doing other better things than being on Twitter all day long. I don't get on Twitter to engage with people in the IWC, the Internet Wrestling community, this, that, and the other. Like, if I do engage with anybody, it's some of my personal friends, man. Other than that, I don't care about what's going on in the IWC or this, that, and the other. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's not worth my time. People be stressing. Oh, I'm going to deactivate. Oh, well, okay then. Go ahead and deactivate then. See you later. Like, dude, like, I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. Like I said, 10 years ago, made this account to goof around with people on the internet and stuff like that, my friends. And that's pretty much it. And that's all it's going to still continue to be. I have no personal attachment to a lot of these people. A lot of people, these people have, like, 10,000 followers or nothing but wrestling accounts and this, that, and the other. And that's fine and cool and dandy. But in the same breath, they also get mad whenever that said person doesn't like them anymore. It's like, oh, well, let me go get my violin. I don't know, it's just horrendous. But yeah, people just got to take a chill pill and take a step back away from the damn internet, man.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for a lot of people, that's their livelihood, I guess, which is unfortunate.
That's the only way they can get an interaction.
That's the only way they can feel important. But
and that's the only way they can get an erection.
Get an erection. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I did.
I have a soundboard on my phone that I've been wanting to use for a bit, so now I can finally use it. That is that is my impression of.
So you got the drum one too?
No, I didn't. I need to add that, but here's ones I do have. I have.
That's just a sound of death.
It's like when you go on an OnlyFans and they say non-nudes.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, Deanna Perrazzo finally has an OnlyFans. Oh, I get to see her naked. Oh.
You get on Deanna Perrazzo's page and...
No nudes! Oh, man.
And then you know what happens after that?
Oh, God. It's all over.
Jimmy, what are you doing with that gun?
I'm in it all, damn it. I'm in it all.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. But, I guess now that we're on the topic of wrestling, have you been keeping up with the wrestling for the past few days?
I have not seen... I didn't see NXT. I didn't see AEW.
Well...
I mean, I know things that happen, but, like, as far as, like, seeking the whole show out, no,
Well, I'll fill you in. So... Raw. I watched Raw. I've been trying to keep up with the wrestling shows, being that I'm a wrestling podcaster. It's my unfortunate duty. So Raw... Raw was Raw. It looks like Bobby Lashley's turning face, which I don't like.
Yeah, I peeped that out. There's ways you can do it. If he's a badass and he doesn't talk, just keep him a badass. Let him be a smash him and bash him. Like, he really doesn't need to, as long as he's not out there dancing and, acting weird.
Yeah, as long as he's not doing the, what is it, the
fucking Cabbage Patch.
Well, I was going to say Leo Rush whenever he was showing his ass for some reason.
Oh, shit. Not that shit again.
You can kiss his ass. Lashley.
Come on, guys.
Bobby, hit him with that double bicep.
Oh, my God.
It's like,
yes.
All right, guys, yes. I'm going to see you later. I'm going to go retire for 6 months and then come back.
Oh, God. I like Leo Rush and everything like that. Cool guy. I met him in person, but it's just like, dude, you gotta cool it down with the whole retiring stuff, man. It gets a little it gets a little laughable after a while. Once, okay, that's cool. Twice, all right. But 3, 4, 5, 6 times, yeah, it's laughable now, man. So he might want to cool it on that.
Yeah. Was it RK Bro? They're continuing their feud with was it not American Alpha?
The Academy.
Academy, there you go. Alpha Academy. And
Right.
Orton had a match with Chad Gable, which, which as you can imagine was good because Chad Gable's very good.
Yeah.
He wins in the RKO. Otis comes in, and Otis, counters the RKO, I think, like 3 or 4 times. So they're, setting up something with that.
I guess a big moment when he finally hits the RKO on Otis.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I imagine that's going to happen next week or maybe at like the beginning of the year. I don't know, but
Yeah, when they have a title match or whatever.
probably. Almost and AJ broke up.
I seen that.
Miz had Almost and AJ on his show and was just being the shit stirrer, and then AJ was asking Almost, "How do you really feel?" And then as soon as he's about to say something, Rey Mysterio comes out and they have their match, and Almost refuses.
Yeah, all
to tag
this
him.
I did see. Like that was
Right.
was all that I seen the other night.
Yeah, because I remember
Almost had that look on his face. I don't want to get in this match, and yeah, and I even posted on Twitter like who's supposed to be the babyface and who's supposed to be the heel here.
Yeah, which is weird because AJ showed up on NXT the next night, and he's, of course AJ is going to get a big pop, and I'm just like, wait, so I don't know, it's confusing, but
Wait a minute. By the way, how old is Grayson Waller?
let me look it up real quick.
That guy looks like he's 40 years old too.
Grayson,
Like he looks like a 40-year-old guy, just like with the little boy blue haircut,
he's
comb
30,
over.
He's 31.
31. Oh god, him and AJ damn near look the same age in that side-by-side picture they was using to advertise his appearance.
Yeah,
Like,
Grayson.
holy shit!
Grayson just, I don't know. They obviously see something in him that I don't, because he's not very good. He just, he looks like
He looks goofy with that the boxing outfit.
yeah, which is stupid. I don't get the whole point of that. I don't get if he's supposed to be a boxer or like he's an actual boxer in real life. I don't.
I don't get it. Yeah, they got to get him a new outfit. They get him a new outfit, something. I mean, he's a bigger guy. He could talk or whatever. A 30-year-old man acting like a prima donna guy, like Austin Theory is kind of, you can get it with him. But when you're 31 years old, like that's just kind of where I draw the line,
Yeah, he looks like an older brother picking up his little brother from the movies.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it with him. I honestly don't. But I mean, if this was like Carmelo Hayes, I would get behind it. If this was like
even the guy Trick Williams, like they're younger guys or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's, to me, he looks way too much of a grown man to be acting like this.
Right. What else happened on Raw? There was the not fatal 4-way, the tag team match. Liv Morgan cut a god awful promo. Like it looked like she was either reading off a cue card or remembering lines, and she's not ready. she should not be champion.
Good Lord.
Because to me it just looks like they're going back to Becky and Bianca, which I'm fine with because they didn't exactly finish the storyline with those two, and I don't know. I think you said you saw it. Bianca and Doudrop.
Yeah, I seen that. Where she gave her the KOD. That was fucking crazy.
Like she's a beast. Like she's a straight up beast. So I'm fine with that. I love Bianca. I have no problem with Bianca. Liv, good in the ring, but her on the mic is just like, it sounded like Sasha Banks from 2015.
Oh, the only people you can really blame for that is WWE itself. Because if you don't, okay, here's the thing. This is why you got to utilize house shows a whole lot more better.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have people cut promos on house shows. You gotta have people cut promos at all times. They've been hiding this girl and doing stops and starts with this girl for the last, three years now?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how is anybody supposed to get better at doing the one thing that Vince likes is talking? When you don't give them an opportunity to talk in front of the crowd, when you don't give them an opportunity to speak to the people. Yeah, at the end of the day, it could be on live, but at the same time, if you're not afforded that opportunity to go out there and kind of practice, then it's going to be bad. And plus, honestly, Liv Morgan wasn't even ready to be called up when she was called up anyways.
Right.
Like, she was prematurely called up. Like, she was a raw 21-year-old when she first got signed, and she only had been in NXT at that point for only, 2 years, barely even touched NXT TV. Like, she was on sporadically, and then next thing you know, she's with Sarah Logan and fucking Ruby Riott. You know what I'm saying? So it's just there's a lot of fingers to be, pointed at around here, but it's just at the end of the day, we got to be able to cut a promo. Liv Morgan obviously is lacking in that department, and that's one thing that she has to work on before she can get a belt. The crowd support is there, the in-ring work is getting better, but you gotta cut a promo, and we're not talking about B-level porn acting promo. You gotta be on your P's and Q's, baby.
Exactly. What else happened on the show that was worth talking about? Yeah, I can't really think of too much else. You had Finn Balor versus Austin Theory, which was a good match. Finn won, and then Austin Theory attacked him in the back, and then went to Vince and said, I want another shot at him. I destroyed Finn Balor, and Vince... this is the pencil. I like firing people. God, what the fuck? What is wrong with Vince? Like, what happened to that guy?
I don't know. Dementia's kicking in really bad.
Like, do you remember, Vince McMahon back in the day? Now welcome the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. That Vince McMahon. Now it's just like, egg.
That's right. You see this? This pencil? No, eraser. What the hell? What the hell is Vince talking about? Even his dialogue doesn't make any sense nowadays.
Don't look over there, damn it!
Stop looking over there, damn it.
Hey, pal.
I don't know what's going on with that. That is just... Ugh.
Oh my god! We can't sit here and do Vince McMahon impressions all day. Let's move on. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much Raw in a nutshell. I mean, it wasn't really anything to write home about. It was just there. I think I'm at the point where I think Big E needs to get the title off of him already, because he's just not doing a very good job as champion, in my opinion.
Right.
And I think you even said, something's missing. I think something's missing, but it's just, I think one of those things is that he tries to do too much New Day stuff, and he's supposed to be a singles guy, and we're supposed to take him seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the ratings have gotten, worse with him as champion. So, I don't know, put it back on Lashley, maybe put it on Owens, since they just signed him back to, a big-ass contract.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Biggie needs a foil. He needs a main foil to go at it with. Somebody that can bounce off him and vice versa. Lashley's not that guy. I mean, he's the guy that give the belt to. I mean, shit, you might as well give him the belt after he cut all three of their asses last week. You might as well give him the belt at this point. But as far as talking to the people, once again, talking to the people, getting people into the matches, is Lashley that guy? I don't know. Owens Owens is a great guy to bounce off the crowd, man, and he's a guy you would want to see somebody kick his ass. So I just think that these guys need a foil, and I just hate Triple H's formula. Whoever's formula it is, that people have to have the belt for a long period of time. It's all right to have the belt for a month or two and swap it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It happened during your most successful era in your company's history, the Attitude Era.
Right. I mean, you remember, Mick Foley didn't exactly have that title for a long time. I think he only had it for maybe a month or two. And then
Nobody did.
Right, and then the Triple H era began, and I have to have my long title reigns. And The Rock. I mean, if we're forgetting, he wasn't even champion that long in his title reigns.
Nope, not at all.
Steve Austin maybe had a 5 or 6 month title reign, but other than that, just not everybody needs to be a champion for a long time. I mean, I guess depending on the person and depending on who you have to take that spot, because you'll get Roman, who exactly is going to be able to take that spot. I mean, can you give it to Brock? Maybe, but Brock's a part-timer, so I don't know if they want to go back to a part-timer being champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. We can sit here and speculate, but, whatever. NXT,
I have no idea.
NXT happened. It was an enjoyable show. It's been enjoyable for the past 2 weeks I've been watching. Like we mentioned, AJ Styles came on the show to confront Grayson Waller, and I mean, we're not sure where that's going, but obviously they see something Grayson Waller we're not seeing.
Yeah.
What else happened? I think I missed the beginning of the show, but Braun or Steiner and Tommaso Ciampa had a thing going on, and then Steiner beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then they went with they had, the no holds barred match with Raquel Gonzalez and what's her name? Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
Raquel won, and then what's her name? Cora Jade came out, and then Toxic Attraction came out and beat the shit out of them. And at New Year's Evil, they announced it's going to be Mandy Moore. Not Mandy Moore. Fuck. Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose defending the NXT Women's Championship against Raquel Gonzalez and Cora Jade. So we got that to look forward to. Mm-hmm. What's your opinion on Cora Jade?
I agree with Kevin Castle. It's like them trying to do Paige over again. That's what it reminds me of too. I know a lot of people physically sees Paige, but just with a fatter booty and Gigi Dolan. But I'm talking the story of a younger girl. Because Cora Jade is 19 years old. Got to be, right?
She's 20.
20? Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's they want to do the Paige stuff over again. With somebody that seems least problematic as of right now. And, I mean, that's what it seems like to me. As far as her as a wrestler goes, not bad, but not great either. As far as her with the skateboarding stuff, it's all right. I mean, it's different. Different's not going to be great all the time, and it's just, I don't know. It doesn't gauge me, but I don't really care. But I think she's a girl that could be a nice star or a nice hand for them down the line. So I mean that's it. I mean, she's a work in progress as far as I'm concerned.
Did you see the whole shit with her and Darby Allin?
Yeah, I do not care. I don't care. Because, I mean, we talked about that stuff before. It was just it is what it is. It's not my job to play detective and, who's right, who's wrong, blah, 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 blah. I just wish other people would get that through their heads. I don't know what Darby Allin does in his personal life. And unless he's murdering people, I really do not care either. Or if he's kidnapping children and having them be in sex rings, anything morbid like that. Anything like that, yeah, I care about. But as far as him arguing with broads and twisting and manipulating. Like, I mean, that's awful. Don't get me wrong, but it's like that's not. I don't know. It's just stuff I don't like touching.
And this happened last Friday. For anyone that doesn't know, Darby Allin, actually, he's a legit skateboarder person, whatever you want to call it, and he posted a video of him skating, and I screenshotted the Twitter, the Twitter post. Somebody put Darby Allin versus Cora Jade in a skateboarding match, and Darby replied, "Skating is a huge part of my life, not a fake character for TV, LOL." And Cora Jade didn't respond to him directly, but she put up a response on her Twitter, which everyone knew what she was going to say. She put, "Being a good person with no abuse allegations against me is a huge part of my life, and not just a character I play on TV." And both wrestlers deleted their tweets. So, I mean, good on Cora Jade for standing up for herself.
Well, at least she said allegations too.
Right.
They're smart.
Right, and then Darby just kind of comes off as an ass in this. But again, we've had this conversation before. It's like, he had abuse allegations, but did anything actually stick? So, yeah. I mean, can you and me at least agree that Darby Allin is kind of an ass?
I wouldn't say an ass, but I mean, it's probably insulted to him that people would compare somebody that has a character that pretends like they skateboard compared to him who really does skateboard. So I mean, that's kind of like if I was to say, if somebody was to say, because me and LeBron have the same last name or whatever. RJ and Bron, like, it's so good to see them on the court together. I can't wait to see them have an actual game. I haven't played basketball on an elite level in 10 years. And LeBron James has been killing it for, whether you like him or not, he's been killing it for the last, 10 years. That's laughable. It'd be insulting LeBron. Like, who's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's on a level like that. Like, if you really with the shits, like, you would feel insulted if somebody was to compare you to somebody that you, let's be honest, feel as a poser. And whether Cora Jade is a legit skateboarder or not, I do not know. There's no clips of her online on Instagram, and she posts a lot of stuff on Instagram. There's no evidence that she is or isn't. Whereas Darby Allin has videos of him doing all kinds of stupid, crazy shit. So, I mean, it's just like it's the whole poser mentality. Either you with the shit or you not, and if you're not, then don't compare me to you.
Let me ask you something, because one of my followers, Johnny, shout out to Johnny, he commented on this and he made a good point. Gigi, works in NXT and she's Darby's ex-wife, and she defended Darby. Do you think this might cause like a rift between her and Cora, since she defended Darby?
I mean, I don't know.
Not even really a riff. Not even really a riff. I'm sorry, but not a riff, but more just like.
Remember, they were. I guess they were supposed to originally have been the original Toxic Attraction. If you remember, originally it was Gigi Dolan and Cora Jade that were teaming up a whole lot in the beginning, and then they swapped Cora out for JC Jane.
Right.
So yeah, because I remember the last show we did, somebody had reminded me. They were like, in the beginning, it was Cora Jade. And I was like, yeah, you're right. They did team up for the Dusty Rhodes Classic that they did earlier this year. And then they did team up a little bit on TV after that. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Like, certain people could let certain things just go. I don't. Gigi Dolan, Priscilla Kelly doesn't strike me as somebody that she just rolls on the fucking flow. I mean, that's the feeling I get with her. She doesn't strike me as a bitchy, like, a girl that holds grudges or gets angry or anything like that. But maybe if Cora Jade maybe sees a problem with that, then I don't know. So, I don't know.
Well, I meant more like with Gigi. Like, if she hears, Cora say something like that, she just goes, wait, what? I don't know. But
I
then again,
I don't know. Maybe she might just let it flow or whatever. Like, I don't know. She just strikes me as a person that doesn't seem too confrontational, if you know what I mean. She legitimately seems like a cool, whatever floats your boat type chick,
Right. And yeah, all right, yeah, good point. Yeah, the rest of NXT. Let's see. Trying to think of something else that might have happened.
Oh, the title match between Carmelo Hayes and Roderick Strong, unification title match.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen at New Year's Evil, so that should be pretty good. I'm assuming Carmelo's gonna win that, and I guess unify it with his title, so that way, that's their way of getting rid of the cruiserweight division.
Or Roderick Strong can bring the gold to Diamond Mine. We build champions. That's right.
I like Malcolm Bivens.
I said Michael. Malcolm Bivens is so funny. That guy is so funny, man. See, they always put. That's my point about Roderick Strong. They always put these charismatic guys around Roderick Strong, to help boost him up and stuff like that, make him seem like a big deal. But yeah, it's working for me. Diamond Mine, not that bad. I like the Creed brothers. I think those guys are legit, man. They're unique. They can go. That guy Julius has got. If he can beef up a little bit more, maybe get some facial hair, that guy could be. I think he could be something down the line. Julius Creed, the taller, lankier brother, not the short one. I mean, he could be something too, but I see a whole lot more in Julius, though. I think that guy could be something. And the coach, they gotta try to find something to do with that Japanese guy. Like he's I think he's a little too good to be wasting. And they're paying this guy $250,000 to just sit there and fucking have his arms folded when they're cutting people left and right. I don't know who's running NXT nowadays. Shawn Michaels. I think I might need to get that man in the ring some.
Yeah, I believe it's Shawn.
For Vince starts snooping around and be like, how much money are we paying this guy? I don't know, like $100,000 a year. For what? No, he's fired. He's gonna be in the next releases.
Vince, what are you doing here? Eggs. all right, Vince, go home. But trying to think of man. I was just gonna talk about the next thing. I know the main event was Tony D'Angelo and Pete Dunne, which I didn't watch because I don't. Like I've said before, you already know how I feel about Pete Dunne. The Tony D'Angelo thing, I think, is just like, okay, can we get a positive Italian wrestler on the show? But whatever.
Bruno Sammartino. People keep on saying that and forgetting about Bruno.
Yeah,
doesn't Bruno Sammartino mean anything, people?
That's it. That's literally it. Everything else they've done with Italian wrestlers, it's always, spaghetti, meatball. My name's Tony. I'm from New York. Did you see me with my girlfriend Angela? It's just like, ugh. Jesus Christ.
It's very funny. Like he has his name is Tony D'Angelo, and I work with a girl named D'Angelo. It's just like, oh god, and she's Italian too. Shit's funny.
Oh man. Then they announced next week it's going to be Harlan versus Brian Kendrick after Harlan.
Oh yes,
threw Brian Kendrick off the stairs. So it's good to see Brian.
That match should not be happening anytime soon. It should really sell that Harlan kind of fucked up Brian Kendrick's neck. Yeah, I just think that part sucked about it. But other than that, I like that they're having Harlan work with the veterans. That's what he needs. He's going to need to work with a veteran. Right. That's why I wasn't so happy about them trying to get rid of veterans, because you're going to need some veterans to work with a lot of these green guys you're going to try to push. And Harlan's going to need a lot of guys to help carry him. So.
Right. I mean, and again, it's always good to see Brian Kendrick back in the ring. I'm a big Brian Kendrick fan. So
I'm a man with a plan. Sir.
That was a big mark for Kendrick and London back in the day. Like that was my favorite tag team growing up.
Everybody was.
Like
back when Drew was in college and I was in middle school.
Well, I was in high school when that happened. So.
No, you weren't. Stop lying. You were in college,
dude.
Everybody knows you're 50 years old.
Hey, watch your mouth, young man. Watch your mouth, young man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry.
Watch your mouth, damn it.
Otherwise, you're gonna be picking hand pickings out there on the appointment line. You got me, pal.
Or else tonight you're gonna go 1-1 with the undefeated Snitsky. Yeah.
Huh? Snitsky, but Vince, he hasn't been employed by you in like 20 years. I give a damn it.
Okay, so I got that from, I forget which Raw. I think it was a Raw in 2008, and it was John Cena in the ring. And I think it was either John Cena or Triple H. And then Vince goes, "All right, tonight we're gonna go 1-1 with the undefeated Snitsky." Yeah. And that was when they were trying to. That was when Snitsky was bald and had bad teeth or whatever the fuck. So I don't know. That was just an inside joke me and a friend had. But that was NXT. Let's go to AEW from last night. Their Holiday Bash. The first match of the night was Adam Cole versus Orange Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't watch this, right?
No, I did not. But I did see the... Because it just pissed me off. The fact that Cole was having a match with this fucking guy. Really? This guy? Really? Fucking Orange Cassidy?
So basically...
Cole beat him with the boom after Kyle O'Reilly interfered and made his grandiose debut. And my God, Adam Cole is taller than Kyle O'Reilly. That shit's weird. Adam Cole is taller than Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. I'm looking at a picture of him right now.
Well,
I don't know if it's that hunching thing that Kyle O'Reilly does, but Adam Cole was dead ass taller than both. His head is above Bobby Fish's head, and Kyle O'Reilly's both. The Hardley Boys. The Hardley Boys.
The old twinks.
The young twinks. Oh God. That boy looks like Jackson too in the face. That's funny.
I was gonna say the beginning of the match, Adam Cole, of course, got a big pop. Orange Cassidy got no reaction in his entrance.
Of course.
AEW
fans, the marks that buy the tickets are starting to get the picture.
Right.
So, hey, of course. They're starting to realize who the stars are and who's not. So,
and like you mentioned, Kyle O'Reilly made his debut, and it's kind of weird because there was a moment where Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole are having a face off because they're telling the story that they have a history, but then he's helping them fight off the rest of the best friends, and then they're standing tall at the ring together. So I'm just like, so are we supposed to now just forget that they had a past, that they had a feud in NXT?
Well, they wasn't engaging with each other from what I saw.
I don't know.
They was having a face off. They didn't hug. They didn't shake hands or nothing. They were just standing like this is business.
Right.
You and I gonna have to have a talk, And I'm just, I guess we're just gonna have to see what plays out. But it's just like, I like the fact that him and O'Reilly didn't embrace. They see that there's people that there's examples like that. They're not disrespecting their time in WWE. Like, Malachi Black, he's not disrespecting his time in WWE. In fact, he's enhancing and still growing, off the Legend of the Eye. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he gets it. Cole, they have not disrespected anything from WWE. They're still keeping, like, thing because they know fans aren't stupid, and I guess they know. We've seen you guys fight not too long ago, so like it wouldn't make any sense for them to just be hugging with each other and shit.
No. That's actually what I was saying. Is the fact that for a second they had a standoff, and then he helps them fight off the rest of the best friends, and then they weren't hugging, they weren't embracing each other, but they were standing next to each other.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the point I was making, but whatever. At the end of the day, it's Kyle O'Reilly's in AEW, and it looks like they're reforming Undisputed. Well, I mean, they can't say Undisputed Era, and the crowd
the Undisputed Elite.
The Undisputed Elite. The crowd was chanting Undisputed Era, or no, they weren't. Not Era, but Undisputed. So I mean, can they call themselves Undisputed anything, or
yeah, they can.
Well, they can't say
WWE. It's not like WWE owns Undisputed or Era.
Well, I mean, but they own Undisputed Era. But I mean, Undisputed Elite would make sense. I think would be a better choice. But that's just my opinion. Anything that will get Adam Cole away from the Elite, from the Young Bucks, from Kenny Omega, I'm A-okay with that.
Exactly. I'm not complaining not one bit.
Next, we have Hangman Page and Bryan Danielson have a promo together. Bryan Danielson says he's crying and complaining, calls him a typical millennial.
I love this gimmick.
I love Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson's on a roll right now, man.
I love him. Like you'll never catch me saying a bad word about Bryan Danielson. I mean, because I always say he got his training here in San Antonio at the Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy. He's from Aberdeen, Washington, but to me, he will always be from San Antonio. He's a San Antonio boy. So, love Bryan Danielson. Love what he's doing. I love that he just finds a way to recreate his character, because when he first came to AEW, I wasn't crazy about... I mean, I'm not going to say I wasn't crazy about it. I was happy to see him in AEW, but I was just like, okay, can we move away from the aw shucks, Bryan Danielson? And now he's a heel. Now he's just this shit-talking kind of old-school heel that's, shitting on, the millennial generation. And I love it. He's shitting on Hangman Adam Page, just calling him a piece of cowboy shit, standing in the middle of the ring. I love it. I love the way he wrestles. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. What did you think about the match from last week?
It was a good match. It just... I just hated that it opened the show, because it left the show to be very, very weak after that.
Right, it should have been the main event. And if they knew they were going to go to a draw, there's an easier way they could have done that. They could have, again, went to the draw, and then, the whole crowd is chanting, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. And then you just hear Tony Schiavone, we have, TNT is going to cut us off. We can't, you could have done that. But it's just like, great match, but it's just like, what had to follow that? Wardlow? Fucking Serena Deeb? It's just, you should not be putting on main event caliber matches at the beginning of the show, because then the rest of your talent has to follow it. And there is nobody on that roster that could be able to follow this match. At all. I don't care who you put there. Not even CM Punk versus fill in, mid-card job guy, trying to quote-unquote elevate him.
Not even Julia Hart versus Thunder Rosa could do the job.
I was worried where that was going.
Not even Julia Hart versus Tommy Gunn could do the job.
Poor Julia Hart. She's had a rough week.
Or two.
Okay, she's 20, which is weird because she doesn't look 20, but just, the whole thing with Malachi Black where he sprays the mist in her face, but the mist doesn't even get on her face, but she has to sell it like it's in her face.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
I just imagine Tommy Gunn. Come on, Julia, I taught you better than that.
Yeah. Then he's supposed to open wide, stick your chin out.
Malachi Black, wait, what are you doing? You're not supposed to swallow the mist.
No, you gotta do it right. You gotta talk like Malachi. What are you doing, dear child? Quit doing that.
It's just a facial. You're not supposed to swallow it.
I know you're used to other facials, but this one's different.
Dear child. Yeah. Not next week, but January 5th.
Look at her. I'm looking at her Instagram right now. Look at her. She looks like a child. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. She looks like a child. She just looks like a teenager.
Yeah, she's like from 2017 at the cheer competition. I'm like, was this last week?
Exactly. She does not scream grown woman at all. Like, it's just, oh my god.
And she's dating Lee Moriarty. How old is Lee Moriarty?
Actually wrong, Lee. She's actually dating Lee Johnson because I just saw the picture.
Okay, so which one is Lee Moriarty?
Lee Moriarty is the technical wrestling guy. Lee Johnson is the guy from the army, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Lee Johnson is 24 years old.
24 years old. Oh my god, he been pulling the L.A. Cool J. He been hunting the booty at the high school, huh?
Jesus Christ,
pervert! That menace must be stopped. Lee Johnson must be stopped. Damn it! He's over here scoping the booty like a big game hunter at the high school. Hi, Mr. Johnson.
Hey, girls.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, hey, Julia. You like? I can't say it.
You want to take a spin on my peen? Yeah.
What high school you go to?
He still doing cheerleading moves. I'm gonna take you home and those pom poms home. We can do a whole lot of good cheers tonight. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Put my body on your body. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't even know what the guy talks like, but shit. He's never on AEW enough. I mean, he's never on Dynamite. I don't watch Dark and I don't watch Dark Elevation. This is not happening, alright, people?
No one wants that shit.
Kiss my ass, alright?
But, anyways.
How you supposed to be a wrestling fan and you don't watch all that?
Motherfucker, I go out there and touch grass, alright? I do jumping jacks. I have a job, okay? I'm sorry if you can't relate, but I'm not watching wrestling all day long. Sorry.
But anyways, back to the topic at hand. The January 5th Dynamite, which is going to be on TBS, their rematch is going to have judges. So
Judges? For what?
I guess to to judge the match.
To judge the match? You give it 5 stars? Like, what the fuck? Was Dave Meltzer going to make his AEW debut? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I guess it was an old school thing. I mean,
5 stars. Fucking Tony Khan out there with his thick ass glasses.
You're gonna have the fucking Bellas out there.
The Bellas are gonna be out there. Fucking Tommy Gunn's gonna be out there.
I give Brian an 8.
That's my man.
I'm like totally gonna be on Dancing with the Stars.
Led 10. Bruno Tonioli. That was a putrid performance. 3. Carrie Ann Nava. 4. Oh man. Lingerman. Well, I bloody thought it was good. How dare you tell me that it is not good? That was a great art of professional wrestling we just saw in that ring.
I mean, I don't know. At this point, I know it's only been a month, but I think we should just put the title on Brian. I don't. I'm not really feeling Hangman's title reign. Personally,
He just got the belt and they haven't done. That's AEW's fault more than anything.
yeah,
It's AEW's fault.
they need
See,
to
and that's what they get. They sign all these guys. They bring them in, and they shoehorn a lot of these guys in these spots, and in certain cases, keep them off of TV. That's AEW's fault, man. I don't blame Paige at all. Paige went away like any normal human being does. Maternity leave, take care of his kid, for the first couple of months or weeks or whatever. Comes back, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, and you got all these other guys, waiting just to come in, breathing down his fucking neck. That is not his fault. That's AEW's fault. See, that's where long-term booking can come back and bite you in the ass, too. And signing all these guys, that's what that can also do, too, instead of waiting.
Yeah, I mean, again, I feel bad because it's only been a month, and I actually like Adam Page, but
Right.
I don't know.
He busted his ass to get where he is today. He earned that title.
It also doesn't help that he's, with the Dark Order, the Dork Order. It just
God.
it makes him look like an idiot. That'd be like if the Attitude Era of Steve Austin was hanging out with the Oddities.
Yeah.
It just
No
it doesn't.
lie, no lie detected there.
It's like I'm a cowboy. I do cowboy shit. Now look at me eating banana sundae with this guy in a clown outfit. It's like what?
Oh God.
Just I don't know. But next we had MJF, backstage promo with the Pinnacle, and then he's talking to Wardlow, saying, do I pay you good money? And then Wardlow saying, you sure do. And then MJF just goes, we're better than this. We don't have to do this right now. And then hypes up his match with Sting and CM Punk and Darby. Next you have Wardlow in a match against Captain Sean Dean.
Sean Dean
beats the shit out of him, gives him I think 4 power bombs. And then then wins, and then Sean Spears comes in with a chair shot, and that's the match.
Poor black guy.
Poor black guy. Dan Lambert, cuts a promo, and
Dan Lambert's back, huh?
Yeah, he came back, and he's doing his usual shtick, and he said something that was kind of funny. He said Tony Khan asked me to do the impossible. He wanted me to see if I can get Cody Rhodes cheered. How in the hell am I supposed to do that when he's a bigger dick than I am? That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
At least, at least Dan Lambert, we know Dan Lambert's, at least he's the shits. And I don't mean shits as bad, but he's like, he's supposed to be a bad person. Cody Rhodes is fucking condescending, man.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes sucks. And, spoilers.
And, you want to get into a certain spoiler that leaked out last night?
I was actually about to say that. So, spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
This Saturday will be Rampage. It won't be on. It will be this Saturday on Rampage. It will be a Christmas, special. It won't be live. It was taped. The main event was not the North American, the TV champion, the TNT champion, Sammy Guevara versus Cody Rhodes for the championship. Cody wins the championship.
Color me not surprised. He's got to turn heel now, people. It's done. If he doesn't, it's over.
So Cody is now a 3-time TNT champion. So, oh Jesus Christ. So you got that to look forward to. And what else do we have? TBS Championship semifinal: Ruby Soho versus Nyla Rose.
Ruby Soho.
Ruby wins. There's a thing in the beginning of the match where somebody held up a sign saying Nyla is this guy's dad, with an arrow pointing.
Oh my God!
And then Nyla saw it and she just laughed and flicked off the guy. And apparently that guy got thrown out of the arena, which good.
Transphobia has no place in my house. Damn it!
And then next week is the other semifinal match: Thunder Rosa versus Jane Cargill. And
Rosa.
I mean, let's just be real. Thunder Rosa's winning that match, and it's going to be Rosa versus Ruby in the finals.
No. Let's be real. Jade Cargill's winning that match.
No.
Thunder Rosa might want to reconsider. Now it's obviously they're keeping her and Britt apart for a reason because they're going back to that. But I don't know, Thunder Rosa, man. She might want to go ahead and see if she could go work Impact for a while. Holy shit. Thunder Rosa is really, really giving. I give her all the credit in the world. She's better than I am. If I know I'm the shit, I'd be all up in Tony Khan's grill right now telling me put me on fucking television. Not dark, not elevation, but on fucking television to wrestle quality women. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I made the point, because I was talking about Britt Baker. I said, the company has done a poor job at booking other women that look credible in front of Britt, because, I mean, who do you see beating Britt at this point? Because I don't even think...
Thunder Rosa.
Well, that's the thing. I don't even think Rosa wants that spot.
It's not that she doesn't want it. It seems like, to me, they're keeping them apart because they want them to have a rematch.
No, I don't know. I think Rosa is just content with just putting over the women.
Really?
That's what I think. I don't know. There's certain people.
How old is Thunder Rosa? And I'm not asking for like.
Hold on. I know she's in her 40s. Give me one sec.
Really?
Oh yeah. She's not well. Actually, I was dead wrong. She's 35.
I was about to say 40. Holy shit.
She's happily married and she has a son.
Yeah, all that I didn't know. I thought maybe she was knocking on like the early 30s. I didn't know as you said 40. I was about to say, holy shit. I mean, she is in great shape for. I mean, my God, she's drinking out of the fountain of youth or what? Holy shit!
And don't get this wrong, people. I love Thunder Rosa. I adore Thunder Rosa, San Antonio girl, love her to death. I think she's just scrumdiddlyicious. She's fucking amazing. But I don't know. I would love to see Thunder Rosa in this spot, but I don't know if she wants it. That's the thing.
You cannot sign a contract. I'm sorry. It's just like with Edge and a lot of people. You cannot sign a contract and just be happy to be somewhere. I don't buy that whatsoever. I know she's nice. I know she's humble and everything like that. Don't get me wrong. But you can still get yours by helping people get theirs.
Right. And here's the thing. Before anyone even, starts asking the stupid question, she can cut promos. She speaks fluent English, and not to the point where you have to go, what? Like, she can actually cut really fluid English promos, and she
can.
She's a badass.
She did it in Lucha Underground.
She's
Cobra Moon.
She's a badass in the ring. I love her. I want to see her in that spot, but does she want that spot? That's what I'm asking. That's a simple question.
I think she does. You kind of have to.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, you can still help people get theirs and still get yours at the same time.
Right.
I just think that AEW is intentionally keeping those two apart so they can have a big match for next year's pay-per-view. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Because they have not touched each other since Britt Baker won that belt. They have not even been in the same room since Britt Baker won that belt, and I think that's on purpose for Thunder Rosa to. I'm not saying win the belt, but for them to eventually have a match. Because let me put it to you like this: who is Britt Baker beaten for the title? When was the last time Britt Baker even had a match for the title?
I think at
you can't even tell me. Ruby Soho, right?
What was the last pay-per-view?
Full Gear. Who did she face at Full Gear? Riho, right?
No, Taya.
Who? Taya Valkyrie?
Not Taya Valkyrie. The Taya Conti.
Oh yeah. Holy shit, I forgot. That's one thing about AEW's pay-per-views being like so spread so far in between, like you forget certain things sometimes. Yeah, that was an alright match. You see what I'm saying? Like they're throwing other people in there so they can keep them apart, And now she's fighting Riho.
Oh God.
Good Lord, stop it. Yeah, Riho. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, she's fighting Riho. So, like I'm saying, they're putting everybody and their mom at Britt right now, except for Thunder Rosa, and I think that's for a reason. I don't think Thunder Rosa is winning that belt, the TBS title. If she did, that'd be great. Don't get me wrong. I love to see it because I like Thunder Rosa too. I think she's fucking fantastic, just like everybody else. But it's just like, are they gonna give her that spot though?
Yeah, good point.
Jade Cargill just seems like a project belt to me. Like because Jade Cargill's not good enough to. Okay, Jade Cargill's not ready for that yet. I don't want people to explode. Oh, but yeah, I don't think Jade Cargill's ready for that main spot yet. Where AEW fans, well, the fans that watch the product, and just a lot of the hardcore AEW fans, they're very, very demanding and not forgiving. So if Jade Cargill, God forbid, has a stinger match with Nyla Rose on pay-per-view for the belt, they're going to be upset and up in arms. And I think Tony Khan knows that. I mean, Tony Khan, one thing you can say about him is that he really tries to service his fans a whole lot. So I don't think they would go through the trouble of having her win the main belt, but giving her the TBS title fits the bill a whole lot more better, if you know what I mean.
All right, fair enough.
Whereas Thunder Rosa would be, don't get me wrong, I mean, that would be great to establish that belt, or Thunder Rosa, but it's just like, they see Jade as something special, man. That's a project for them. And
Yeah, but to AEW's credit, they at least push people with talent, whereas if this were WWE, that girl be pushed to the fucking moon. It's like what we just talked about.
Jade Cargill be world champion, right?
It's like what we just talked about with Grayson Waller. It's like we don't see why this guy is getting the time he's getting, but they obviously see something in him. Whereas AEW, it's like, we're going to push talent and not just somebody that looks good. We're going to push talent. So I give him that.
God damn it! I tell you what, though, we might be singing a different tune if Brandy gets her hands on that damn championship.
Oh
soon.
God, don't!
I can see it right now. Jade Cargill wins the damn belt. Brandy gets it off of her. Oh my God, I can see it now.
What?
I'm telling you. Plus, hey, look, Brandy was pregnant when Jade Cargill first started tearing it up. I'm telling you, hey, do not be surprised. Jade Cargill has that belt up until fucking what's the next pay-per-view? Revolution. Jade Cargill's still undefeated too. I'm telling. Brandy comes in. I'm taking that title. I'm breaking your undefeated streak. I can just see it right now. Oof. Oh my God, that match is gonna suck too. By the way. Oh man, I'm sorry for ruining everybody's morning with that, but yeah, I could see that.
You ruined Christmas, RJ.
You ruined it. You ruined it. Damn it.
You ruined it. You ruined it. Jesus Christ. And the worst part is you're probably right.
Oh yeah.
It's like the king and queen of AEW. Ugh.
Holding belts together, yeah.
It's like I'm the king of TNT and Thief the queen of TBS.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
The American Nightmare, the thing that just won't leave.
The thing that just won't leave.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. That's the title for this episode. The American Nightmare, the thing that just won't leave. Okay, all right, let's finish up this show so we can get to what we really want to talk about. Let's see. Malachi Black defeating Griff Garrison.
Of course.
Griff Garrison wanting revenge on Black for spitting mist. And what's her name? And Julia Hart's Eye. And yeah. It was what you thought it would be. Malachi goes over. Brian Pillman decides to come in and help his boy out, and then he gets his ass beat. So, yeah.
That sucks. Brian Pillman Jr., he left MLW for this. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He wanted it. Now he got it. Now what do you do with it, pal?
Man. Can we... That Dark Side of the Ring episode made Brian Pillman Jr. look like the biggest babyface. And then they did nothing with it.
Absolutely nada. And it's not like Pillman, he's not a guy that's a project. He's a guy that can go now. He's a guy that can go now.
Right.
Like he was a project in MLW, you know what I'm saying? And they worked with him. Teddy worked with him when Teddy was still, when he was, fine. And Davey Boy, like they worked with him just fine, and he was coming along very strongly. He wanted out of MLW because he wanted a chance at AEW, and they're not doing jack shit with him. Whereas he was on top of the card for the most part in MLW until he started, asking for his release and stuff like that. So they finished, his contract out with him doing jobs. Of course, that's what you should do when you have no plans within the company, and you have no choice but to do the job on your way out. But all that aside, it was just like he's not doing anything in AEW, man. He's ready. He's ready for something. Griff, there's potential there. Just too generic and bland for my taste.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything to him. He can't really cut promos. Like when he was when he cut that promo last week on Black, it's again porn level bad acting.
Oh, it was awful.
Like nothing.
It was like he was getting ready to. It was like him and Pillman Jr. was getting ready to go into the showers after.
That's a different kind of porn.
Like it was that bad.
But yeah, Brian Pillman needs to get away from this guy. He needs to get away from Julia Hart. He needs to be his own guy. They need to push him. They need to either push him or push him out the door, because this guy has something. This guy has what you want. Again, he looks like a star. He talks like a star. I don't get why they're not. I mean, and okay, at the same token, I do get it because you have all these new people in. You have people that are bigger, like a CM Punk or a Danielson, and then Adam Cole. So it's just like, and then Adam Page is there. So what else can you do with them? But it's just like there's still ways you can use them. You know what I mean? But
right.
It's unfortunate. But let's get to the main event. You had CM Punk and Darby Allin and Sting versus MJF and FTR. This was the first, I don't know if it's the first wrestling event or it's AEW's first show in Greensboro, was it South Carolina or North Carolina?
North Carolina. We got Greensville, they got Greensboro.
Okay. And, of course, Sting, over as a motherfucker in Greensboro. Comes out with face paint that has CM Punk's logo on it, and then is wearing CM Punk's shirt. CM Punk wearing the Surfer Sting face paint, and instead of saying it's clobbering time, just yelling, woo!
And Darby wearing the purple Sting paint.
So, I mean, that was fine. I didn't have a problem with it, and a lot of people thought it was corny. I thought it was fine.
No, I thought it was cool. I thought it was pretty cool. Attributing each other in a way.
Yeah, it's Sting. Cool. Yeah, it's Sting. I love Sting. And then, FTR and MJF came out wearing matching, trunks, which was pretty cool. The match was fun. It was a fun match. That's all. Yeah, that's all you wanted out of it. It was a fun match. I like MJF. I like FTR. I don't hate CM Punk. I know I've been hard on CM Punk since he came to AEW. I don't hate him. I like CM Punk a lot. Darby I like, even though I think he's kind of a pompous ass. And then Sting, I love him. So this match was fine. There was a scary point in the match where Sting throws MJF out of the ring and he falls on his head, but luckily MJF's okay. And then the baby faces get the win, which of course. And yeah, that was the main event. That was AEW's Holiday Bash.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the show. I know you said you didn't see it, but you saw clips.
Yeah.
All right. So you wanna talk about Hawkeye and Spider-Man?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So what I'm gonna do now is the first portion. The first portion of the show is going to be the free portion that you hear on Spreaker. So I'm going to cut the feed right now, and then we're going to talk about Hawkeye and Spider-Man on the Patreon portion. So, anyways, guys, head over to the Patreon, just $5 a month. Show some support for me and RJ here. I also do shows with Ruben Prime and Jeff Lippman. But yeah, appreciate y'all for listening to this show. And and if you want to hear us talk about Spider-Man and Hawkeye, head over to Patreon for just $5, people. Peace.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew
The
Yari.
Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.